possible, and your aim is to get to me as quickly as possible, and really you need to be with me by the 3K mark. If you're not, I'm not going to be pleased.
And that where it goes uphill?
Sure.
I think that's on Northumberland.
Yeah, what category am I supposed to be in, Jake? B or C?
Whichever you like, really, Coach. Don't think it matters too much.
Actually, do C because we still
It's a bit late now.
we still have a chance to keep Jamie on the podium.
Okay, I'll do C next week. I'll do B this week. It's deciding to be.
Okay, everyone else good? I think we've got. Who have we got? We'll figure it out on the road, but you tend to know if you're a protected rider or a leader, don't you guys? So, the usual, please.
All right, it's Darren. I'm going to do some lead outs today, okay?
All right, mate. How's the knee doing?
80%, I'd say.
All right, cool. Well, take it easy. Don't go too hard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll just help the lead out.
Awesome, mate. Yeah, nice one. Cheers for jumping in there. See how you get on.
All right.
I'm on a TT bike. Yeah, I am on a TT bike, right? I'm gonna change bikes quickly. Or should I just be on a TT bike? Will that help if I'm on the front the whole time? Does anyone know the maths on that?
We tried that tactic a couple of weeks ago. Last time I raced, and there was 2 TTs on the front, and it worked quite fast because it was quite flat. You were able to pick up a better speed to the lead-in.
I tell you what, I won't swap it then, and we'll just see what happens this first one. Because I'm not going hard on the sprint. I just want to be doing the pacing, and they're getting you to the sprint, and then everyone will come flying past me and coach.
Okay.
I'm in position 95. Well, it's flopping about all over the place, actually.
You're at 95. You're at 95.
Wait until I get a proper one. Okay, I'm in position 81.
You're on a TT bike, so you're easy to spot.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. Made it.
Good stuff. Okay, so in terms of this sprint, I don't know if you remember it. So it's just London Classique, but with the reverse way. So we do the switchback, and when we do that switchback, I want to be sort of ramping from there, really. So that's our marker. You'll know exactly what I mean when we get there. But we'll start ramping on the front from there, and it's as you go around the bend, you've got maybe 100 meters, then you go, you launch it, and it's quite useful. You can see it all on the mini map, so we should be able to get.
Really, Chris, you need to join this pack. Before we get
Yesterday, it's 5 flags to the start.
Yeah, exactly, 5 flags.
Okay, cool. So use that as a. Yeah, so use that as your marker then. Cool. Okay, I'm at position 85. Position 85.
Colin's got a
Must be 20 of us. Oh no, ATP are in with us.
Are ATP like joining us?
Don't worry about them. Just do our thing.
So just excuses about mixing up.
They always stop to get organised beforehand. Our strength is we're not going to do that because we're going to be organised. So we're not going to need to stop. We're going to roll through, so we're not going to worry about them if they stop. Good on them if they don't. We'll just do our thing. But that's why you need to be within 5 meters of me as soon as possible. I'm in position 85.
We need to get together here as we go downhill.
sucks not getting any draft though. On the TT bike.
There's a guy dressed in lederhosen.
Okay, Layla, you're way off the back. What's going on? You in trouble?
Patrick dressed in lederhosen.
Layla, do you need a hand?
Layla?
Okay, no silent, no word from Layla, and her power hasn't changed, but she's 17 seconds back. Is anybody else back there? Is anybody else not with me? At position 84, 2.2k.
Suppose you're expecting me to do the results again, aren't you, Jim?
Yes, please. Well, if people want it done this century.
Or you could just be organised, Jake. One or the other.
It's not going to happen. You're good at what you're good at. I'm good at what I'm good at. That's what makes us a good team.
Well, she's got no excuse. His wife's not at home. All he's got to do is watch beer and drink beer and watch the TV.
Hey,
He can do that with a laptop on his knee.
Hey, this Tour de France game is not going to play itself. I've got a jersey to win. I've just spent the last hour putting us all into the team, into my team, my snow team. I changed one of the developmental teams. It was like a Norwegian team called X.
You've had a busy day then.
Put us in. Yeah, well, another day being paid to do nothing because our systems are down still, and they're having to pay me to do overtime. I can't do anything. Pretty funny. We got. I shouldn't really say. I definitely shouldn't say who I work for. But found out why systems are down. So we've got ransomware. They're asking for $7 million to get it back. Yeah, good luck. We haven't got that.
I spent the whole day building fucking bikes.
I just had a nice hour nap on a new city.
How come building a bike takes you longer than you always imagine?
Our local bike shop's about a 10-minute drive, so it takes about 40 minutes in total. They're back.
I've got the kit, and I've got a very small garage. It's quite difficult using the bike. It was alright actually. It's the dropper face that took all the time to install. Trying to route cables through frames.
Yeah.
Well, that actually wasn't that bad because I've got a Park Tools cable routing kit with my rare earth magnets.
Okay, little
Going
boys,
up this.
keep together.
I actually managed to do it without making any mistakes. It was doing quite well.
Maybe you might have to jump in with ATP for this one, I think, at this point. You can hear me. Seeing as you're with them already, you might as well do that rather than trying to bridge.
I think this is the most challenging hill in the whole session.
You haven't met Nick Hill then.
I'm trying to keep up with ATP now, so.
Okay.
Okay, Layla, no worries. We'll catch up with you on the next one if you want, or if you want to jump on with ATP, that's for the next one, so that's fine. We'll figure it out after this one.
It'll be stationary in about 3.2 kilometres, 3.5 kilometres, so easy catches.
Not if you're a D though, because you got to use a lot of your energy to bridge up there. I think if it's 30 seconds as well, it's pretty big.
I'll say we'll be stationary though, so after the first sprint, we'll stop.
Oh, after the first one, I thought you meant on that hill there. We were going that slow.
Oh, no, shit, no. I was about to complain people were doing more than 2. No. When we're at do the first sprint, then we'll be stationed.
Okay, so I want your protected riders to be obviously at the back of the blob, and I want me and coach at the front of the blob in the final K, and then you want your Dazzers, your Collins to come around in the final 500, 400 meters and sort of give a bit more draft to the guys before the behind. So they're going to be making sure they're on our wheel so that the gaps don't open up behind us. So behind them, you guys are going to have to look after yourselves a little bit. I want maybe, Chris, if you're going for points now, aren't you? So you need to be sat a bit further back. Patrick needs to be sat further back. Karlstrom, Josh needs to be sat further back. Tina and Kat, if they want to, anyway.
You get the right hand to lead for Josh, Patrick, and Dan. Because they'll all overtake me in the last 5 meters. That's what usually happens.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I need you to make sure you're not letting the wheel go of people like Darren and Colin. Yeah, you'll be that middle filter between them and the protected riders. Okay, we've got 2K till the sprint starts.
As ever, I will endeavour to do my best.
We'll start ramping with a K to go, or probably a bit less than that when we go around the switchback. So we'll get a good look at it way in advance.
This is one of the perfect ones in terms of knowing these distances, being able to measure your distances, knowing exactly when to go. Because the course is so well known.
And you get a good look at it on the mini map as well, which is useful.
It's all off.
When does the sprint start?
About 7K, we think.
Okay, I haven't been studying.
Yeah, we did it on the snowshoe yesterday.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you get good visual markers on the map. So we're coming up now. We're going to take a right-hand bend, and then we're going to take a left-hand bend in a second. When we get to the end of the straight on the left-hand bend, we do a switchback. We're going to start ramping at that switchback. And you'll see here, if we were to turn right, which we will come back on in a minute, the sprint is just to our right. The sprint start there. So we'll come back around, we'll go to the left, we'll switch back, and we'll come to this right-hand bend there. You can sort of see the sprint finish banner in the right-hand corner. So that's it. So you've got a good look at it there, as we've just come in. So you can see a switch back at the end of this straight, right? That's where we're going to start ramping it. We come back, we take that turn in we just saw, and the sprint's right there. So we get a good look at it.
5 flags in. Yeah, it's 5 flags in. It's not right there. If you go up that switchback, if you go that turn, you're too early.
Yeah.
Right, okay, guys, now, everybody can't, you're me and coach, don't come past me and coach yet. And make sure you don't let the wheels go. There's a big blob of us, so we should be quite fast. And I want it to be me and coach talking now. Don't really shout anything out unless it's an emergency. Just try and keep the gaps really close. Keep them really tight.
Right. They come past me, coach. Yeah, I'll just go past you, coach.
So good with a little draft effect, we'll slingshot past a little bit, but as long as it's the 3 people that know they're doing the lead out sort of on that front bit, no one comes fast. All good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're starting to ramp from here at 3. Keep it tight here to come out of the bend. No gaps. If you get gapped here, you're in trouble. Okay, you can see, we'll get to the end of this straight in a second, we'll turn left. You can see in your top left-hand corner, the finish banner. So that's the end of it. So the start, about 100 metres, 5 flags after you turn left. So get ready. Okay, you've got 5 flags as we turn left is where the sprint starts. So you need to be going in 2 or 3 flags time. Okay, go to the 300 metre marker. There it is. Go, 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 go. Nice. Big push. Even if you stop pedaling the last 50 metres, go, go, go. Everything you got. Stop straight after. Straight after stop. Stop pedaling. Good work. Okay, I'll come to the front. Don't come past me. You've got a little while to recover.
Can I stop him?
Right, get your breath back. Good effort, everyone. Get that heart rate down. Nice job. I'm just coming to the front. Just going to come past Patrick and Kat, and I think Tina and Daz are the last couple, so I'll come up to them and we'll wait there.
Which number?
It's going to be number 58, 59. Good effort, everyone. Now, get some breathing. If you're not behind me, you can edge up to me over the next couple of minutes. Just don't come past me. 59, position 7.9, but you've got a couple of minutes. I've got no idea if your man Steve D'Alessandro is even here today. We'll have to wait and see.
He's not.
Oh, good chance to get 400 points. Got to take advantage of this.
Yep.
Can't be letting that go to waste. If anybody beats you, Patrick, I'll find a reason to DQ him.
Thank you. Love it.
Okay, I'm just going into the power menu for a couple of minutes to spin the legs. Keep striving from thinking I was just sat here doing nothing. How did it work out in E, Tina and Kat? Flango recording?
I got first now. Because Kat wanted to take the first one. We'll go for it. Kat, what did you do for the next one? You wanted to take it to lead up? We'll wait to see it right first time.
Sorry about that. No, we're going through. I think you should just take points because Joy's back. And you've got Kelly, Reagan, and Katie. So I think, and you're sprinting well. So I would just take as many points as you can take and just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they have more races. You can choose
Yeah.
from.
I know, but I think that the chance that we're gonna link up perfectly versus me just sticking on the group is,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. We can try it if you want, but how far are you
Yeah,
gonna go?
we can try for a lap and then let's see how we do it.
Okay. All right, let's do it then.
Okay.
Right. So I'll be on your tail and
Yeah. So like at the
We
first
just-
flag, later, earlier. That's
Okay.
your color.
Have we got Layla in the group yet? Have you still got to? Are you still got? Did ATP wait? Are you waiting to sprint, Layla?
Tina, I'm the fourth flag, I guess. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, then I'll go. Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
How did we get on in D? Robert, Layla, how did you get on?
Hi, I'm sitting at 1 just now, but ATP for the go ahead.
Cool. That sounds promising. Good stuff. I'm taking it Layla's waiting with ATP then, so we'll have to see what time they finish, because I don't want Layla to be too cooked. You might be with ATP today, Layla. We'll see how we get on with this one. See how you do. How did we do in C? Jamie, Dan, and Jamie's in B now. How dare I call him a C? Dan, Chris, how do we get on?
We're 1-2. Right
Dan
now.
took it with a sensible time, but mine was slow. So we'll see what the others come up with.
That's because you were helping to plug the gaps, and it does take energy away. So you can't do a max. Like if you asked me to do a max sprint there, it's totally different to a max sprint if I'm at the back of the group. Like absolutely, our difference is 200-300 watts.
Now he's
It's a big difference.
Now he's in third. The Davison beat him.
Okay, well it is what it is. I think we're still very far ahead in C for you two, so not to panic. How did we get on in B, Josh?
I nipped Broseph by 100th of a second for the win.
Perfect. He must really hate us.
Well, he was on my wheel, but he beat me to the line, and then I caught him by the finish, and it was just enough.
I mean, I got to respect it. He turns up on his own, and he does what I'd do if I was him. And he turns up every week, and he more often than not we get the best of him, but he still turns up every week and gives it a good go, and he sometimes wins. So you got to give him.
He's an animal.
Well, he's a great racer. Sorry, go on.
I think I might have accidentally gave him a lead out because he was in our group.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though, because Josh is the one, and if he's on Josh's wheel, you've got to worry about Josh more than anything. And if he hits Josh, that's his prerogative, really.
Yeah, he sits on me every race.
Yeah, he should. I would if I was him. Like that's
Absolutely.
Totally the right tactic. I'd be doing.
That's kind of how I picked up Richard too.
Yeah. Look, you've got to do it if there's a team and you've got the rider that you're trying to beat that's got more points than you. Then obviously tactically it makes more sense to sit on their wheel. So yeah, can't begrudge him that. I felt bad for the one we did in the Oki when me and Dazza got the 1-2 because we really rinsed him hard on that. Because the climb just before I was making him chase me up the climb, and then I think he got third. At the end, so he was quite strong that day, but we just ran him ragged. So he must really be like these. But still, fair play. Turns up every week and gives it a good go. I've got to love it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Does anybody need any longer before we set off? We've got 5.5k between laps, so we should have a bit of time to recover on the road, get together. Is everybody moved up to me? If you haven't moved up to me, this is your 30-second warning. I'm going to roll out in about 30 seconds.
Can I get a little bit more time?
You can if you want, Layla, but you can if you want, but you're more than welcome to sit with ATP if you want, because you're on their kind of rhythm at the minute, and you've just done one with them. So whatever you prefer, we can wait a little bit. Well, we can wait. We can wait for you, or you can go with ATP. Whatever you want to do is fine. Don't feel you've got to come with us now because you've just done a sprint.
Okay, I'll try to go with ATP the next. So I just have to fix my tire because it's almost flat on the front. So it was a little bit wiggly.
Yeah, no worries. Do that then. Try this next one with ATP so you get a bit of a breather. You can fix your tire, and then if you want to link up with us on the next one and we get enough time, we'll do that. Okay, cool. Everybody else then, we're going to roll out, please. We'll send Layla as our special agent in ATP today, so she can be like the spy on the wall, keeping track of what's going on for us. Right, okay, please, people, roll out. And we absolutely need to be together by the 9k mark.
That was the thick end of a second off the pace there.
What time to get?
12.1.
You got to feel bad for Jay Smiley, haven't you? Daz was on the front doing a lead out with a gammy knee, and he still beat Jay Smiley going all out.
What do you mean?
Actually, about right then. Can feel it.
You said, well, that does it. It feels all right.
Yeah, it feels all right.
Ah, good stuff.
So I can judge today how I feel, and then I'll probably be available Tuesday anyway.
Okay, mate. Yeah, you might find if you've got a few days off, the legs get stronger. Like there's sometimes if you have a couple of days off, they feel even better.
Yeah. I've been doing loads of slow stuff anyway. A little bit of that too.
Yeah, get your zone 2 in. That's what you want. Coach approves of that.
Yeah. Zone 2. Zone 1 if you can.
My TSS laps at me if I do zone 1. Though. It's like you got 7 suffer score for 3 hours. Zone 1.
It's all I do. Zone 1 I do.
The herd rides are great. So this is a secret tactic. Is me and Patrick do is the herd rides because you do just generally do really easy, and then you'll do the odd effort to sweep people back, or because we just go hard the last 5 minutes for a laugh. It's kind of a secret weapon, really. Sweeping the herd rides. Okay, everybody's together, aren't they?
All right, Tina, I'm behind you. Sorry.
We've got everybody, haven't we? Is everybody where they need to be? There's nobody off in the group. Off. Is there?
Okay. See your seat right here.
Okay. Coach, you've got a drop out of you. We'll hold fire because it looks like you've got power again, so we'll just ease up a second and let Coach catch back on. 2 seconds off the back. We'll use his lead out skills, so we'll let him catch back on.
Luckily in my legs, I'll tell you.
Well, you've had ages off, haven't you?
I'm coming.
Okay. Ease up to me a tiny bit, guys. Spin those legs. I'm staying on my TT bike. I don't know if it's helping or not, but it's a novelty, isn't it?
That's a fancy bike, man.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
We were at 45, 46, 47 kilometres an hour as we turned the corner going into those flags. So
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what others thought on the. But it was a good speed before I had to focus on the middle of the screen.
Yeah, it's good. Like I say, it's good because you've got the visual representation of where you start and where you end the lead out. So like you can get everybody knows exactly what's expected, and you can kind of time it quite well. So yeah, same again, please, guys. Coach, how are you looking? I can't see at the minute.
14 meters behind me.
No worries.
Okay, all good. Okay, everybody else is in, aren't they? The snow avalanche is in full force. Coaches on. Look at that. Heroic. Didn't even need any of the team cars to draft. Okay, guys, so I don't know exactly what sort of kilometre marker it is. It's going to be roughly between 12, 13-ish. But we'll know really well because we've got the nice red tarmac to guide us. You've got a couple of K left yet, I think. Oh, actually, no, it's not really. You can see the top there. But we'll go up there. We'll turn right. We'll turn left. We'll go roll all the way down. We'll do the switchback. So it's probably about a K in a bit. Until we start our lead out. got some ATP with us. I don't know if they're going to stop. But if they don't worry. Just don't let them disrupt the rhythm. Just know where your spot was like last time. Just the same thing again.
They're the top two Bs that are in today for ATP. They sat with us the first time.
Okay, cool, fine. Let them do it again then. It just shows that we're doing the right thing. They know that they can't beat Josh unless it's on his wheel. So just do our thing. Let them sit on. We'll show them who's boss again. JMO is 20 seconds ahead, interestingly. Okay, I think they're scattered around, so don't worry about them or what they're doing. They may or may not try and jump on. We just do our thing again. Okay, so go all the way to the end of this straight. We do the switchback, and then we start the lead out. Chase Molly's going to burn matches there trying to jump on, in my opinion. Okay, they're trying to jump on. Don't worry about them. AJ Mo is increasing his speed, so they will be jumping on. But keep tight. Do our thing again. Okay, here comes the switchback. Keep it tight. Okay, because there's definitely other teams in between us, so make sure you're not letting them close the wheel. Can't trust them. Okay, turn coming up shortly. Got a Joy Conley on the front. Go on, Joy, pull us. Okay, 300 metre marker, you know where it is.
Go, 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 go. Get going, Cat. Go, guys.
Wait, you fucker. Go, 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 go. Stop straight after.
Sorry, Cat.
It didn't look like Patrick took the top time there, did he? Yeah, he did. Just.
Okay, Tia. You did. She just 6 seconds, but please, God. We're good. Don't catch us anyway.
Holy shit.
Okay, stop pedaling. You're ahead of me, don't move.
Move on. And then I'll completely fall inside. I didn't put it fast enough for you, sorry.
No, I think you're good. We're just a lot of people.
Okay. So let's do it another time.
Huh?
Yeah, let's do another one, Cat. You got this.
Okay, has anyone passed Tina? I don't think so. Okay, I'm stopping here at position 67, 11, 13.4k on the right hand side. So don't come past me. Get yourself a
Tina.
breather.
Okay.
Tina, I think just go for it. Seriously, because I'm
Wait a second. I just did 1280 right now, so it's like right up there. Trust me, I can do this guy for you. Trust me. I can go even faster on this one.
Okay. You're pretty fast.
Just hang on. We got this.
Okay.
Let's do another one, and then.
Okay.
Colin's very quiet today.
I might have to go in a minute because the roads broke down, so I might have to go to DNC, so I'm jumping up possibly in a minute.
He's no Richard Carter. He's not going to tell her to wait.
No, I'm not doing that. I care more about her than you lot.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know. If it was the
I care more about her than this lot, to be honest. I'm really honest, Colin.
I made the car break down so we can get off it.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
That was good again that time, guys. I think you've got to take it as a compliment that everyone's jumping on us. Take that as a compliment that it is.
Fastest time so far by Jamie.
Nice, Jamie. Good work.
I was laughing because Tina's like all these other gals like doing 80 and the other girls are like all trying to go out of push me out in position. I'm like, they're all trying to stay up Tina's wheel.
Let's do another one.
Tina, you sound like you're doing shots in a bar at 1 o'clock in the morning and Kat's trying to go home. Just one, come on, just do one more. One more. I'll buy 'em.
We have goals, huh?
Like I'm the designated driver. I'm like, we gotta go home.
Yeah, we got this, guys.
Got what?
We can go even some cat. We can trust me. We can talk with this. Okay.
Holy fucking shit. That's hard.
It's so annoying that the live times aren't separated by category anymore. It looks like that Dale Seaton beat you on that one, I think, Patrick. But if we only lose a couple of points, it is what it is.
I'm pretty sure we're on the screen anyway. Showing just.
Yeah, that's the combined laps. That's the problem. It's not per lap. It's for both laps.
Oh. All right,
It looks like Broseth beat Josh by like
300.
Yeah, not a lot. So it is what it is, guys. But look, you know, we can't win every single sprint. We just do what we can. People are going to beat us because they're going to sit on us, and you know, you guys are really strong. But if someone's sat on your wheel and they're really strong, then they've got a good chance if they time it right. So we just have to do what we can. The fact that they're sitting on us shows that because we're winning. And Patrick, in terms of, you know, I think it's just as many points as we can when Steve D'Alessandro's not here is great, but it's probably not going to come down to 10, 15 points, if you know what I mean. It's probably going to be he makes 10 or he doesn't. So I think if we just do what we can, it's losing at 15 points here or there. It's just going to have to take it on the chin, really. So we'll keep going, keep picking up the points, and we just do what we do. I think Broseth is still in a pretty shit position compared to us.
Yeah, right. If I score top 3 on everyone, I'm sitting really good.
Yeah, and I think we just concentrate on that. So yeah, do what we can.
Lila, are you on with us now?
I don't know what happened there because ATP was some of them sat further back and then some of the faster ones came with us. I don't really know what they did. It's hard to tell.
Looks like they pushed the pace.
Most of their big guys are with us.
And what about the lower cat guys? Because Layla was back there with them. Did they like whiz off or something? Were you still with them, Layla?
second spotter.
Okay, so is everybody roughly with me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want another minute, or do you want to go? What do you want to do? Protected riders.
One more minute.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Thank you.
No, there's no rush.
Yeah, I just reach it out.
Yeah, I saw an ATP, Ken McGinnis. He's the guy I was talking about. He's one of the race marshal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's I didn't know, man. I was talking to him. He's got a pacemaker when he does this.
Yeah, he came back after having like open heart surgery or something crazy. Like 3 weeks later, man, it was insane. Maybe not even that.
Right. Yeah, he was. I don't know if I was kind of laughing about it because they have to program those pacemakers, like identify the act. And so he says when he does this, it throws the programmers for a real loop. You know, these their hearts. So he shows up and he's like, "Hey," he's like, Rubik's Cube at him every week to decipher. You know.
That's awesome. Definitely don't tell him the truth.
I think he does. I think he's honest with them, and they tell him not to do it. So I was picking up.
Yeah, fair enough then, I guess. Good on him though. I mean, the fact that he came back so quick is just.
Yeah, man, that's impressive. I don't know if I'd still be doing it. You know, I'd be scared.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It's like
That's
that guy there's a guy that died doing, a couple of guys that died on Zwift, not in a lot too like distant past, who like died doing like TTTs, and I was like, fucking hell, man, I felt like I was dying in TTTs plenty of time, but imagine if you actually did.
Just a bit of a probability, you know?
Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, I know my friend's dad died when he was out on a bike ride with his friend, with the friend. Quite sad, but he said, you know, in the grand scheme of things, he died doing what he loved. So, if there's worse ways to go, kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully we're way off that yet, guys. I know we're not. We know we're getting on a little bit. We're not that old.
I am. Fuck.
If you die, Jake, can I have your trainer?
Are you gonna want it? Are you gonna want it with all the resistance gone on it again? Because I'm grinding away at 40 RPM. The hills.
Doesn't matter. I can get 20 quid for it.
Okay, mate. I'll tell you what, I'll bequeath it to you.
Instead of leaving you stressing out.
I don't want big shorts.
Really, that
Yeah, the only condition is you have to wear the dressing gown whenever you use it. That's part of the will.
No, you're right.
Well,
hopefully you get it caught in the chain.
And stream it on
We're
your.
going.
Fuck.
And is everybody happy to roll out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then, please, people, roll out.
I just used my power up somehow. Fuck.
Very long.
You know, I learned that so many times, hyping without hitting M.
Well, I finally had my.
Wow, interesting event. You need to get out more, mate.
Thanks.
You need to get out more. You think this is interesting?
Right? Touch grass.
Here he is, Brosef with the Mosef. Someone's team's called PTSD. Oh no, SPSD. That's funny. Not really, no. We do chase the rabbit. Is that what he's asking?
Probably to wind up merchant. So. That's
Dad's really going to throw him. Sorry, Layla, go on.
Jake, are you ramping up when you get out of the sharp turn?
So there's two kind of ramps really. There's the when we commence the slow, we're starting the lead out, and that's from the first switchback. And then there's the okay, we're turning left. You've got 5 flags until the start, and that's another kind of ramp up, isn't it? So there's two ramp ups basically.
Okay, so the last one is.
The last one's when we turn left before the sprint is on like a straight, and it's just as you turn left before the sprint.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's just a few hundred meters. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll give it when we go around that corner, we give it like 100 meters, and then it's pretty much go because there's a sign on there's a 300-meter sign on the left, which is, to be honest, that's probably a little bit late, but it's a good visual marker if you look for that one.
But if you can tell when you take the turn before on the long stretch, then I can start ramping up. I'll wait halfway through the sprint.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's going to be fast. So what I spotted when I watched it last time from the front was people were trying to jump on. They wanted to do big numbers to jump on. So Jay Smiley, Joy Connolly, John Moore, they all did big numbers trying to jump on us because I was doing 5 or 6 on the front by that point.
Yeah, but we won't stand still when we do that. So.
Yeah, just be careful. You'll have to be. You know what you're doing, but you just have to be aware. We'll be going pretty fast.
Yeah.
I wonder if ATP will be like, oh, look, they've developed this technique with a TT bike on the front, and next week we'll see them with TT bikes on the front. Next week I should do the Buffalo bike. Really fuck with them.
Yeah, they can't use it on patented that idea already.
So what is that bike, Jake? Is that Donna's Aerorex bike, or is that a track bike?
Yeah, this is the Cadex Tri bike, and it's the fastest bike on Zwift for things like TTT. So I've got it because I was doing TTT on Thursday and I forgot to swap it back. And this event allows TT bike to just put me in on it. But yeah, if you do TTT, you want to be on this fastest aero setup, so to speak.
Copy. Yeah, it looks like that. It looked like the track bike that the British team was using at the last Olympics, I think.
Yeah, no.
With the wide fork, it looked like that.
It's. I mean, it would be good if you could draft off. Like, if you could draft. So if I could draft people on it, but you can only draft other people who are on it in a TTT. So in this event, I can't draft anyone on it. But in TTT, I could be drafting my team. Makes sense because they're all on as well.
Oh, copy.
But if you were all to put those bikes on now, I still couldn't draft you because it's only drafters and only enabled for TTTs. It's weird. Okay, guys, so we've not really got too far. I thought I'd start ramping up again, so we'll just take it easy here. Come on in. Okay, Tina and Co. You good?
Yeah, we got a good mix of jerseys.
Yeah, I'm just cautious of they might let wheels go and stuff because they don't know what they're doing. So don't kind of assume that they're going to do the right thing because they might not be knowing how to do a lead out properly. Okay, Layla, we're about to turn left onto the first straight, and then we'll be doing the switchback at the end of that straight.
You need to be motoring, otherwise we'll blow right across you.
Yeah. Okay. We're on this straight. Okay, Robert and Layla, we are 500 meters behind you. I can see you on the other side of the map.
Okay, keep coming.
We're at 34 kph at the minute. We're going to start ramping up in a sec. We'll go around this bend.
Okay, Layla, let's go.
No. Hold on a second there, Robert.
They need to be moving, I think. At the very least.
Oh yeah, they gotta move.
Don't want- Okay, we're going around the switchbacks. We're starting to ramp it from here. Same as last time, please, guys. Don't let the wheels go.
Coming up, Tina. Thank you. There's the
I'll drag it up. I got it up.
There you got it.
Horse flag.
Good.
We're at 42 kph. 43.
Maybe the cat.
44.
Okay.
45. 46. 47. 300 meters away, Robert and Layla. I think we're going to catch you as you hit it. Turn it left.
Good.
Launch it. Go, 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 go.
Okay,
Everything you got. Stop straight after. Go on, Layla. Come on, Layla, let's go. Beautiful. Stop there then.
I'm literally finished before I even get to the sprint. I don't even make it to the start of the sprint.
Yeah, pretty much same here. Oh.
Okay.
I felt we were a bit slow that time, but the grouping was good. We were a bit slower on the coming around the switchback. We probably should have been a little bit quicker there, but I was trying to save us a little bit of energy. And we're not. It's not that lap, isn't it? Yeah.
To be honest, I think let's start that ramp up just a little bit better.
I forgot my feather.
Well, when everyone's in the blob, it's just our sprinters need to be stronger than their sprinters, isn't it? It's just kind of like, it doesn't really matter. And also, we're not trying to set the fastest time overall. We're just trying to set the fastest time each lap. So really, it doesn't really matter if we're as fast as lap one or slower than lap one. It's just like, are we beating the people we need to beat? So, yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll check the results in a minute, but get a bit of a breather, gang. I'm going to move up. Don't compress me.
Tina, were you okay on that one?
I got the same time as you had, 12:44, cat.
Boom. Okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry. So it's pretty much up there. You have one more in you, trust me.
Where are you, Jack?
Yeah. A little bit in the end.
I'm just moving up to
a
the
bit more.
different.
Where are you, last lap?
Just behind you in a minute, coach.
You're right back.
Okay, that's
Good.
good.
Tina, I think this last one, just go and I'm just going to draft whoever I can. And then, yeah, I think it's good. Just beat Joy.
I'm at position 64, 18.9. Don't compress me. Just wait here and get a bit of a breather. Go to the pec room and you're not going anywhere for a few minutes.
Is your watch still broken down, Colin?
What?
I don't. Is Colin gone? I said, no, he's still here. I thought your wife had broken down, Colin.
He's probably put his trainer in. He's probably put his trainer in the car. He's on the way there. This is where having a Neo would work because you don't have to have an electricity connection, do you? You just have the static energy stored up in it. So as long as you had your phone, you could take it with you.
Yeah.
Stop at the traffic lights. Right, there's a sprint here, guys. Sorry. Give you 30 seconds. Right, pat the trainer back into the car. Get going again. I'm taking a pretty good away to spend the evening to watch my latest video, which came out earlier, called "Can I Win My Last (ever?) B category Zwift race?" So, what a way to spend 24 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Help me, help the algorithm.
Fuck.
So exciting.
There we go. I went for the most clickbait I possibly could, which was my usual funny face on the bike as the "Can I Win My Last beer?" And then it had a Zwift Power, a screenshot of the Zwift Power where it says minimum category, and then it had it like blurred out where it says A, but it's still red, so you can see it's like blurred. But you can't make it out. I was like, I don't think I can think of any more clickbaity than that. I'm gonna go that. So when I come off here, I'll see how badly it's. Videos. People accusing me of 85 kilos again.
I'll just start and wait for you on the last round.
Is that Dale Seaton guy with last or
He's an A, isn't he?
or in our group? Yeah.
Sorry,
He's
I
in
gotta
it.
go.
He's in our
Catch you
group.
later. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, hope everything's alright, Cole.
He's cycling there. Well, he's supposed to get off the bike. I'm not going to cycle over to her unless she's on London course somewhere.
Yeah, just pair your power meter to your bike pedals and then just use Zwift on your phone and just use it as an interval. We'll be laughing.
Just do what I do. Just do
So
what I do. Just give your wife breakdown recovery for a birthday. Problem solved.
That's the most coach thing ever.
I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to turn up and go, yeah, it's broken. Get someone who knows what they're doing.
Fuck.
That's the problem. Colin does know what he's doing, so why should he pay someone to do it? I would do the same thing because I can't even look after a bike.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
Fuck.
One more left, gang. One more to go.
And look at that shadow going up the side of the building. Looks like a squirrel mounting a pig. That's weird. I'm going to exit the pairing menu because this is something I got to... It's gone now. Shadow's gone up the building now. See, if you're riding around, you don't get to appreciate these things.
Holy shit,
Have
you
you
guys.
been off meds again, Coach?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris,
Okay, yeah.
they're almost 20 seconds ahead of us, Chris.
We should really get a carbon monoxide detector in here, I think.
When did this set off?
We didn't set off. They just set in 20 seconds ahead.
Same thing we did every race.
Yeah, we just stopped at the race, so that was ours. It didn't sort of too long.
Right. You need to get this over and done with because Strictly's on scene.
Hold on.
Did you see the last couple of weeks as well? We've had some Strava KOMs from people in this team from segments we've done on this. Dazza got one, Tina got one. I'm sure somebody else got one as well.
Dan did not.
Patrick Carney? Patrick Carney, didn't you get one on the aqueduct last week or something?
Yeah, I got one last week. I couldn't believe it, man.
Like, there's hundreds of thousands of people on those leaderboards. It's insane.
I just realised they were setting up then because I've got to go to Curry's to buy a new deep chest freezer. And it shuts at 7.
Okay. As much as I sympathise with your plight, Chris, the question is, can we sacrifice that for the gold medal in A or B if Patrick or Josh need 30 seconds more? Patrick, Josh, how are we looking?
I'm just catching. Yeah.
I don't really know that I'll get any better.
These guys are elite athletes, man. Their recovery rate is phenomenal.
Right, we're going, are we?
Does anybody need any longer, or are we happy to roll out?
I'm happy to roll. I'm rolling.
Okay, rolling out then, please, gang. Dan, you are a law unto yourself, though.
I'm a bit worried that someone's going to go and get a new deep chest freezer. I'm assuming the bodies are thawing out already.
No, they're buried in the back garden. They're all right. It's been quite chilly around where we are.
We've got to let them drain before you freeze them.
Yeah, I just got to be careful because the dog digs them up and it scares the neighbours.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
It's guaranteed way to get your own Netflix documentary, kill half a dozen people, and get your own program. Probably 6 episodes.
Does anyone else not think Netflix documentaries are terrible? They're all rubbish. And they do everything that's been done to death already. And, like, yeah, they're just rubbish. The narrative in it's terrible.
Well, I think they take what could be a 1-hour documentary, would be
String
great
it, yeah.
documentary, and they string it out over 8 episodes. There's no need.
Totally agree. Yeah, that's one of the biggest criticisms for sure. And like, I don't like personally the way like sometimes I'll know because I'm quite into stuff like that. Like, and more often than not, me and my girlfriend will watch something, and I'll kind of already know the story behind it. And I'm watching it, I'm like, they've missed out all these these huge chunks of the story, or like these really important things, and you're like, they're not really telling a story. They're just kind of like interviewing people. Like that's just kind of all they do, and like there's not even like a structure to it where they're trying to tell you in like a chronological order. More often than not, it's out of chronological sequence, and you're just baffled by it. I kind of give it up.
There is one that is worth watching, actually. I don't know if it's Netflix or Amazon. Steve Jobs' The Lost Interview. That's well worth watching. That's like an interview they've lost and we found it of him again. And like the stuff he was saying, you just see that guy knew what he was talking about. The stuff he said was going to happen in computing. The guy was amazing. It's a really good interview because it's just 1-to-1. It's really candid.
To be honest, I'm not really a massive fan of Apple and what they do as a company, but I'll give him this. He's better than Elon Musk.
Steve Jobs, oh yeah, he knew what he was talking. Honestly, he knew what he was talking about. I mean, you can slag Apple off all you like, but everybody followed them.
No, the technology they produce is great. I just don't like their business model in terms of customer service, where they design stuff to break and there's no like extended warranties, and it's just they're designed to get as much money out of you as the consumer as possible. Like I remember stuff like Zippo, lifetime warranty on everything they make. And that's kind of customer service for me. Whereas making products that are designed to fail after a certain amount of time to make the customer upgrade, to me, is just a bit. I know they're not the only ones, but
It's a way I cook a business model to a T.
And
yeah, it's the modern world. And don't get me wrong, I don't boycott. I might have an iPhone and an Apple TV. I think there's better ways of doing it that I would morally think were better, but business.
Having said that, I've got an Apple MacBook Pro, which must be about 8-9 years old now. It's still perfectly working. It's not slow, it's still fast. That's just lasted forever.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the PC that I'm riding his whip on right now is 8 years old. And it's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
my MacBook Pro
Okay,
just shake.
all right, guys. Okay, we need to undermine my argument totally. It's just
Hey, man,
So the other thing they did as well, I took it in because the fan went a bit noisy on the MacBook Pro, right? And they said, oh, there's a product recall on your screen, so we'll replace your screen. And while we're there, we'll do the fan for free. And that was after 5 years. So, not that bad. Anyway, I can watch Eurosport now. Now they've abandoned Apple TV, which they might discuss.
one more sprint to go, team.
Thank God. I literally last until I just get to the sprint line.
They do pills for that these days, to be fair.
Hey?
They do pills for that.
More generic.
It's almost a mirror image of my sex life, that. I don't even get to the start line anymore. Let alone the finish line.
All right, Chris, we got to bury him here for Jamie.
You don't want to get old, guys, honestly. You really don't want to get old. It sucks.
Oh, what's that, hey, coach?
Hey?
How old are you, Coach?
24, well, 54.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you off.
Like everything hurts all the time.
Lucky
There's
man.
nothing in my body that doesn't hurt on a daily basis.
You want to see that?
If to not stop.
See
Okay, we're just turning left. We're turning left onto the first straight now.
And the thing is, you just know it's only going to get worse. That's the problem. Well, we'll turn the fan on.
Broseph came to the front on the last sprint at the start as well. I didn't understand.
Yeah, no.
I think he thought we were going to lead out faster than.
Maybe we should just keep jumping ahead of him, like twitching.
No, ATP let a gap go.
Yeah, I had to pull the gap down. ATP dropped us from group.
Yeah, don't trust them. Don't trust them, guys. We got to do it ourselves. For sure. Good job you were paying attention. And as they
You haven't tell enough again, you, Jake.
I'm glad it's working. Conditioning it in. That's what we want. See a gap, close it. Almost don't even think. Okay, coming up to the switchback.
Got how it goes?
Yeah, I'm just on the other side of the path.
Okay, start to ramp from here.
I'm coming up behind you right now.
Okay. So they're moving out.
Yeah.
Yeah, see a cat.
Halfway down the stretch.
Right, Tina.
Okay, I see a cat.
Okay, coming to the turn. Okay, go, go, go.
Okay, cat on.
I'll teach you ATP, guys.
Oh,
Sorry, cat. No.
that's saying again, Coach Cook.
Oh man, I got beat by that seat. I'm going again.
Man. Cat. Really good work.
Christina.
Really good guy. Nailed it.
There's an ATP guy on my wheel. And just as I went over the start line, I just stopped dead. Then he went backwards.
Oh, okay.
Right. I tell you, it's a lot easier being 3 wheels back, Jake, than being on the front.
Yeah, it's, I was trying to just stay on the front for as long as I could before I got swamped.
You just burned so much energy being on the front. It's insane.
Oh yeah, totally. The draft effect is so real. It's why in a sprint, like, and if it comes down to a 3-4 group sprint at the end of a race, you don't want to be at the front, unless you're definitely the best. Same as real life, to be honest.
Yeah. That was actually my fastest sprint because it was actually 3 wheels. I was about 4th wheel from you, Jake. So I could actually go a bit longer because I hadn't used up all my energy.
Yeah, I did think you were coming past me. I was thinking, oh, the coach got my number this time.
Don't forget to finish.
I had Patrick and Dazza sat on my wheel, plugging the gas well.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you all finish.
I was definitely going to finish today. It's probably unbelievable.
Well, I had 2 disasters because my machine broke down on watch twice on the 2nd and 4th sprint. So I was over. I did the last 2 flags at a fixed speed from when I put my foot down, and only did it pick up halfway through the sprint. So I got nothing on the. I've come nowhere. I'll have got like 5th or 6th on them sprints.
Oh man, I'm so feeling my collision.
So I'm frustrated, so I'm going to go. I'll see you later, guys. Take it easy.
Cheers, Chris.
Thank you.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye. All right, tighty.
What did you say then, Josh? Sorry.
I'm definitely feeling my collision with the TV stand.
Yeah, I bet, dude. I bet.
Josh, when did you do that?
How did I do that?
No, right?
I didn't send a message in the group.
Last Friday.
We'll try and send it to the Discord channel for you, Patrick. You can't miss it.
No, I know. Over 2,000 views on Facebook.
Oh, okay, so I'm allowed to laugh at it.
Yeah, it's a good laugh. To put it in words, my wife had submitted it to America's Funniest Home Videos.
Nice.
You want to see my new? This is my new man cave. There you go. Nice, coach. The floor's red, so it doesn't show any blood. Had it floored with industrial lino. So stuff they use in kitchens. It's a bit small. That's the only problem.
That's a nice fleet. It's a nice fleet you got in there, though.
What?
So that's a nice fleet of bikes. Nice fleet. I feel killer.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's my new. The mountain bike's new, actually. just built it today. Bargain, 600 pounds. Nice. With Shimano Dior on it. One bike. And a dropper post. And nuke-proof pedals, all included in the price.
Yeah, that's all you need, man. A solid steed right there.
The Vitus, yeah, it's quite a good frame, actually. That's the top bike up there, that's my track bike. So I'm off to the track next week.
Yeah, that's something. They just built a new velodrome up in Montreal.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's a car ride. It's a good 4 hours from it. But it's only a 4 hours.
I am literally 15 minutes drive from probably the best velodrome in the United Kingdom. the Chris Hoy, which is just awesome. It's just great. It's the steepest banked one in the UK. It's got the longest straights.
Nice.
It's amazing. Yeah.
But before people start jumping out, then thanks everyone for jumping in, helping out today, especially our lead outs. It's not, you don't get the glory, but you get the reflected glory of the team and their undying respect. So yeah, thanks everybody for jumping in. Well done to our protected riders. We'll have a look at the results. Coach is going to get them done shortly, so you don't have to wait too long. There's time to find them out. Yeah, thanks everybody again.
I still got 600 meters to go.
Thanks all.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
All good. Nice. All good.
Catch you later, guys.
How many more races are left in the series?
How many more races was that, Jamie?
Yeah.
3?
3 left. Great job today, Jamie. 3 first.
That's good because if Process beat you and Jamie's beat both sets, then that's probably the ideal scenario, really, because you're ahead. So if we had to pick, that would be the way to do it. I think. We'll have a look in a minute. We'll see how close it's going to be. I think, has Process done 10 events now?
He was one ahead of me going into the day. This was my 10th.
Okay, so he's done 10, so he potentially could improve on his score today by if he replaced one of his lower ones, but you will have got up to 10. So we'll have a good idea after we've done the results of, there's only 3 weeks left. It's going to be tough. We found this before. It's really difficult to overhaul leads. So if someone's 150 points ahead, it doesn't look like much, but it is. So we'll have a look at what the results are, see what the points are, and we'll formulate a plan. If you're like 30 points ahead and we need to stick everybody in B, then we will. We'll do what we have to do.
They should have a pretty decent lead after today. I mean, I kind of shit down my leg on the 4th sprint, but the rest of them I did fairly well.
You won the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jamie took the next 3. But I haven't been on the bike with the collision, and I can tell.
Yeah, you got to be. It's not easy to come back and just jump straight into this especially after the scrapes you had.
And I feel like I've been in a car accident.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, the only thing I've done was kind of similar, but not anywhere near as bad. Was when I was doing it's called drunken VR boxing. Like it's great. You just grab pints of glass and smash them into people's head, and you get 4 guys coming at you, and you got to try and pull cues up and throw darts at them or whatever it is. It's really good fun. It's really the graphics on it are poor, but it actually does feel quite immersive when you're in it. And I was doing it, and I've got an archway sort of between my living room and my sort of the room the kitchen's adjacent to, and it's sort of half of a wall. And it's brick, exposed brick, and it's I was there with my mate, and we had this thing of okay, we'll stand up, we'll allow us to stand up and do it. Usually you're supposed to be sitting down. We'll stand up and do it, it's more fun. But the other guy will tell you if you're getting too out of whack or whatever. And I was thinking, yeah, that makes me totally safe. And then I literally just turned around and boom, punched the corner of the exposed brick wall. I've still got the scar on my finger now. Motherfucker, are you supposed to tell me when I did that? He's like, dude, you literally just turned around, bam, in the blink of an eye, and punched the wall. There's no saving that. So it wasn't anywhere near as good as yours.
My son told me, he's like, all I got to do to run is just pump your arms up and down. And as soon as the ball came to my hand, it was just instinct. It was 2 hard steps and bam.
Yeah.
But if you go to the Facebook post, in the comments, one of my childhood friends extended it out, and it is freaking comedy. When it's in the slow motion, you can watch the TV fold around my head.
Oh man. Yeah, it looked bad. I mean, I felt for you. I really did. But also at the same time, it was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I made lots of people laugh with that one.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, VR is pretty jokes anyway. Watching people playing VR, it's got pretty good comedy potential. I mean, I did the funniest game I ever played was Star Trek Bridge Crew, and you're on the Enterprise, and it looks amazing. The Enterprise looks fucking awesome, and the stars, when you look up at the windows in the front, the stars are whizzing past you. It looks mad cool, and you're like, this feels like my station. I remember I jumped in with my friend, and there was the two of us, and this we needed someone else to play. You need like 4 of you, and you could like network. So this random guy jumps in. It's obviously his first game as well. It tells you what level people are. We're all like level 0, and it's so funny. Like this guy, me and my mate were fucking around, and this guy, we're basically doing like the wanker sign and like pretending to jack off and like just make it like Captain Kirk sat there in the chair jacking off whatever. And this guy jumped in, started hysterically pissing himself laughing, and just quit. He couldn't stop. I was like, this is the best game of all time.
That's awesome.
Yes, I should. It's a bit of a gimmick, if they really go. I should play it more, but I can't ever be asked to get it set up.
Certain games are fun. Certain ones give me kind of motion sickness.
Yeah, I can't play for too long. Totally.
We've got an Oculus, and that you don't need to. We've got one you don't need to set up. You just stick it on your head. Okay.
Oculus.
Oh bollocks! That was all wrong, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll try and put the video on Discord. That way everyone can see it.
And it's YouTube, dude. You probably like get way more viewers than I do making short videos.
My son put it up on his YouTube channel as a short, and it had about 800 views, but I had almost 2,000 on Facebook.
Pretty good.
So that's what you were doing? You were playing, you weren't drifting, was that VR game?
Yeah, it was a VR that Pro Elite American football, and I was a quarterback, and my son wanted me to try a run play. As soon as the ball was snapped, I had 2 defensive ends coming, charging at me, and I'd seen a hole, and I took off running, and my living room is not that big.
So it's safe to say it's pretty immersive.
Yeah.
You get sucked in for sure, huh?
Yep, it was just total instinct. I took off. I wasn't getting tackled until I did by the TV door at Entertainment Center.
I think a big part of me is afraid to try VR.
I put my big toe through the bottom baseboard of the Entertainment Center, and then I had a big hunk out of my shin where the first shelf hit me. I had a big knob on the top of my knee where the second shelf hit me, and then I got bruised across my rib cage where the top of it hit me. And then I had a pretty good lump on my head where I went through the TV into the door.
Are you in the TV, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we had to go get one Friday night.
Oh, God, that sucks.
Yeah.
Good thing today, you've got 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left.
5 what?
Events.
No, we haven't.
No, this was week 12.
Yeah, you've got one on the 30th, Friday 2nd.
They're scheduled every week, aren't they? As if we're doing a series or not. I just on the off season, I just run it as a weekly lap of Classique or whatever it is to keep the event.
Yeah, I actually kept track this year on my whiteboard, so I got every result and points. So I know where we're at.
Those are the 2 weeks off, and then over Christmas, and it's up 2 weeks or 4 weeks. I'll have to check, and then we start up again.
I would like to work for others next season if I could, instead of being a effective writer.
That's fine. We'll do whatever people want. It'd be nice to be better with people, I think. And
yeah, that's what I thought too.
Give some of those a chance. I think Jamie would be a good one to look.
Yeah, Jamie or even Patrick. He's done so much leading out for me this season. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it looks like Jamie's going to miss out on
next one. Yeah, Jamie's been putting up some blistering times, man.
He's going to miss out on his
C podium.
He's going to miss out the C podium, but he's got, he's been promoted up to B, which is its own reward. So now he's going to be fine. A good consolation prize.
Yeah, that happened.
I've just done the results, because it might take a little bit of time for the league to update.
All right, guys, I'm going to check out. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
likewise.
you too.
Yep, see you next week.
Cheers.
No, the results are showing on Swift Power.
Myself off for the other half an hour tomorrow.
Yeah.
Might find a small field day race to do, one that looks like it won't get destroyed.
Right. See you later.
Cheers,
See you-
coach.
see you,
Take
Coach.
it easy, mate.
Yeah.
So coach is not gonna. Is coach gonna go into ZRL this year?
Not for the season we're doing now. You'll have to ask him about next season. He told me at the start of this season he wasn't doing this season.
I think he wants us to get relegated again.
Yeah, I might end up doing a race or two against my better judgment. Good news for me is if I get put into an A team, it's my first segment duty, aren't I? 10 minutes ahead and it's over. Can live with that. I won't get there at the end, that's for sure.
Yeah, Josh's average points are gonna help him.
It does look, it's really hard to pull back a lead like he just is. It's always been difficult. So as soon as you can get 150, 200 points ahead and there's a couple of weeks left, it's basically over. I don't think anyone's ever pulled it back from there.
Me. That's what I had to do to
Wasn't
win.
Was that not when we had people that didn't have full events and stuff like that?
Well, it was a pretty competitive C category. The first year, and everybody else just kind of fell apart at the end. And then I remember I had to race the guy from France who went to the Rhinos, Francois or whatever.
Olivier Routali, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Him and then.
No, that's my trivia brain coming. You remember the watts per kilo, I remember the names. Still remember that name of that guy I kept, me and Gregory were fucking with that one time, Prescott. That's Chance Prescott to move forward, thank you. Times.
Yeah, if I don't join Snow, I probably don't win. In fact, I know I don't win, even though I was riding with you guys. Because today I take over, I believe I end up in front of both Jamie and Chris. And then the guys that were behind them, behind us, the Haywood and another French guy, Maxime Davidson.
Maxime David, it's messaged the page a couple of times about results.
Oh, you wanted the results done, huh?
No, he finished so late. He finished after we've done the results, and he wasn't in the results because he finished that late.
Oh,
redo, especially for him.
Oh, you're talking about redoing the league results.
The calculation. Annings with power, so he finished that late when we've already done the results. It didn't trigger any, just had to manually redo it. He finished like an hour after we finished, that's pretty long.
Didn't Nurse Dan or Stevie D try to do that once?
Yeah, Nurse Dan did do it. He did it about 9 hours later. He had to go out for something, didn't he? Came back and did the last sprint.
Boy, that was hard. So I am racing this week, right?
I don't know yet.
How do you not know?
I'll have to see.
Who the heck's going to race over me? Jamie? I mean, be the only one.
Which team?
I'm not going in chance, so in joke.
Yeah, we'll have to see who signs up though, because if it's all the new guys, then the new guys get to race.
What? All the new guys.
The new guys who've signed up, especially to race ZRL with us, we're trying to give them a spot when we can. Yeah, if possible, try and give them a spot. So then it comes down to who the weakest people are that aren't them. So I really don't know. Like, I imagine you probably will race, but I don't know for certain until Monday. But
I can't race next week.
well,
So
isn't it? If next week we need you to ride because we haven't got the people and you're free, I'm sure you'll jump in. Even
I'm never free. I have to set the time away. Remember, it's my work. So.
Yeah, but isn't it? If we turned around and said, "Damn, we desperately need you to race next week," you would.
Man, I don't know. TTT, I'm horrible.
If it was that, or we didn't have a rider, you'd go in there and you'd give them your draft for as long as you could. I know you would.
And what course is it this time? Is it the waistband? Yeah.
For TTT, yeah. I imagine you're not going to do TTT and you are going to do sprint series, but I can't make I can't make any guarantees to those.
Well, sprint series. Well, I don't foresee I'm not going to miss any more days. But even if I do, I think I'm safe. I think I can win this with 9. The only person who can have a say against that would be Chris, probably. So if Chris wanted to take it and I didn't make 10, he'd be able to do it. So it's still a teammate. Hasn't updated the series yet. Has it? No.
Nope.
Okay. And if you need me in chance, which I doubt, because then you have to use my space. Or use it.
We have limited options in chance this week, I'm not going to lie, because if Stewie and Alvaro aren't around, that's a big hit.
Yeah, well, the thing is you only have 12 rider slots, and using one up for me is not like a good option.
We've only got 3 races left.
I know, but how many have you used? Like 10 already?
I've used more in joke than in chance. I think we're maxed out in joke nearly, but we're not in chance. But my slot's still available in chance, and I'm not using that, am I? So I'll still take that. Somebody can have it, can't they? I literally won't be able to race this season or next season because it's 3 months, isn't it? In Swift Power, I think. By the time the next season's over, I'll still be in A, even if I don't do any power.
So the only problem in chance, and I explained this in the Discord, is you're 2 fucking cheaters. The fucking real life fucking doper, PED user.
Something going on there though with your man Atkinson, because he didn't finish the result. He finished the race, but it wasn't the results on Swift Power or on TRL. And we watched him sprint. We watched him sprint against him.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody
he
knows.
He asked himself to be removed from SwiftRacing.app. So Chris Lawrence sent me a screenshot. He's been one of the admins. He's not in the results because he's asked to be removed, have his data removed. So didn't get any points last week.
Yeah, and John Preston is like said, his bags are heavy. John Preston, I think he's a virtual slow guy, or virtue slow. Was like was talking about Sam in the
right.
Yeah, was saying his bags are heavy because he's a biggest. I mean, because that's all he would do is just go into the Herd Summer Racing League, and I'm surprised nobody got pissed about it.
The Herd Summer Racing League is the most sketchy of races. The sketchiest of sketchy characters because they know they're never going to get banned.
Yeah, I mean, because
Name me one person that's been banned from a herd race ever. Name one. You can't.
I know. Well,
because they haven't been.
yeah, I know, because they're just too nice about it, and that's the problem.
Oh, it's a beginner's thing, so people probably got their equipment calibrated incorrectly. Yeah, that's totally better for everybody else.
Yeah, Sam Atkinson weighs 56 kilos. I mean, that's absolutely perfect to ride 208 watts and not.
He's not 50 kilos, because if you look, my 1 minute power is really good, right? So that's like my best.
No,
thing.
he's got pro 1 minute power.
Like out on there's a thing I got on the Strava leaderboard, and I'm top on the leaderboard out of 15,000 people or whatever it is, and it took me, I think I did 11 watts per kilo for 50 seconds, and that was like 500. Sorry, no, if it was probably about 640 watts for about 45 seconds or something like that, and that was like I was sick at the top, really, really bad.
Yeah.
How is he then doing? He's what, kilos less than me, and he's doing 50 watts more than me for a minute. It's just not possible. Like, it's literally not possible. If it was possible,
he'd be a
he'd
pro.
Be a pro team. Yeah, exactly. So like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. He blatantly weighs 70 kilos, like, or 65. Even if he weighed 65 kilos, that'd be a great 1 minute power.
Yeah.
56, there's no way. I've never met anybody that weighs less than me that's got that much more punch, and like, or seen it in reality on Zwift, etc. Where it's real, like, that's totally. You can't do numbers like that at 56 kilos. You just don't have you literally don't have the power. Like, you're weak at that.
I just don't see how. I mean, once they put the wattage floor in, it became really easy for people to manipulate their weight to where they will not exceed the wattage required. Even at so your what was your weight, like 63 to 66?
62.
62. So if you weigh, you have to weigh. So it's like 50. It's like 56, 66. And you can almost go up to like 3.6, 4. No, it's 3.8, 4.6, and not get promoted.
Yeah, but they can not more than 20 minutes.
And that's like so hard. I mean, it just gives you. I mean, it just gives people incentive to like weight down to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, he's got mental problems though, because if you saw some of the stuff on Facebook, it was weird. Like, he's definitely got problems. So I think it's just he's mentally ill. He was saying like things like, "I'm going to kill myself. It's going to be your fault. And like, I'm going to blow my brains out all over the floor." It's like, and just like, it's going to be your fault. You're making me do it. All that. Like, it's just weird stuff, man. That you're like, okay, this is
Was it about his racing? His racing on Zwift?
Yeah, and he was like,
well, yeah, don't be like blatantly cheating that shit. And fucking that shit doesn't fucking occur.
He doesn't care though. He doesn't care. That's the thing. I'm saying to you, he's mentally, there's something not quite right. He just doesn't. When everybody else would go, "This is stupid. Why am I cheating to win these races?" He just doesn't. That's not a thing for him. He just goes, "Yeah, win." It's like serious.
Yeah, and then you run into the fucking PED.
Ego issues. Like, and some of the stuff he said, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, like, he's got like serious parental issues. Like, you know, he seems like he really needs approval. Really weird.
Man, it's just shit. Because it's so hard to race against a guy like that. I mean, you have to be the other doper. You know, you have to fucking inject yourself with fucking steroids and testosterone and human growth hormone, like meanwhile, and then act like you're fucking great. So you look like Neanderthal man.
Yeah, he's got a bit of an ego as well, isn't he? Not me.
I mean, fuck. I mean, what does he weigh? He weighs almost as much as me, and he's shit. I think he's fucking. I think I will give him this. I think that his height is actually put in as taller than me though. So, I mean, at least he's not like saying that he is 4'11". Like some of these writers on
Yeah, the here is Swift, and Swift will never fix it because the people are paying money.
So what? If you
Swift
eliminate,
got Swift's got shareholders, and Swift shareholders get more about the profits that they're making. If you feel hard done by a race, that's unfortunately the truth.
yeah,
of it.
but losing subscribers because they are sick of the cheaters is not the way to go.
Are they going to though? Are they? Do you think they're going to lose subscribers? Or do you think that, even though we're moaning about Swift, we're still totally going to keep paying for every month?
Because all you have to do is show you're making a little progress. So that's the.
I won't race as much, or I'll find better races, or I'll just moan about it, or whatever. But most people are going to keep doing it,
Well, yeah,
even if they don't like it.
well, that's because RGT doesn't give any. It's not as great as what all people have always said it was. There are certain things I like about RGT, but there are things that are shit about it. So, you don't get height and weight dopers for drafting purposes. You might get them for watts per kilo, but at the end of the day, on that, their CDA model doesn't benefit you if you're lighter. Did you know that?
But I think I can think that if you saw you didn't get the track.
So it comes down to actually what your wattage is a little bit more in RGT. So RGT would favor the heavier riders just a little bit more than Zwift does.
I'll be up for it. Can we schedule an episode meetup on it?
Yeah, I mean we could. I stopped paying for it because it's a shitty model.
Do you have to pay for it now? Is it still free?
No, they're still free, but to do like a meetup and stuff, or you gotta join somebody else's. Somebody else has got to pay. One of us has got to be a paying member and then do like a race, and I think that we can maybe join that. But I don't know if Colin pays or not anymore. Because Colin used to do it, and I used to do it.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite a good laugh if we just did like, I don't know, after the snowshow 1 week, or maybe instead of the sprint series in the off season, we'll go to try.
Well,
you set it as a bit, but of course everyone just rides off at their own pace. You're chatting on Discord and all the rest.
Well, I did do my own magic roads, and that's what I really liked about it, was my ability to make roads on courses that I would like to ride. So I did the final of Milan San Remo, the Quaremont, and Paterberg that loop. So I made a loop of that for Flanders or any other race you might want to do, E3 or whatever. In the Muir. So I have all those on there.
New York.
Oh, and I also did the Arnberg Forest cobbles as well.
That'd be quite a good laugh with the Neo road feel on.
So that was a good thing about RGT, Wahoo, whatever it is now, Wahoo X. So
let's look at it when we finish the sprint series. Let's maybe try doing that 1 week then.
It's fun to a certain extent. Like I would like to do it again. I just don't like paying like the $9 or $10 for me. Be about 40.
You sound like all my dates, Dan. I'd like to do this again, but I don't have $9 or $10.
For you, it's quid. For you, it's quid, unless they're like unless they're real high society, I guess they would. Oh, that 100. They talk in pounds or euros.
Just pennies these days, mate. That's what it is.
So that's the difference between like listening to you guys and the business people from and finance people from United Kingdom is that they'll never say quid. They'll say that's a commoner term.
Got a few quid, have we, mate? Geezer.
And so you're saying in 1 quid equals 1 pound, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so yeah,
Correct.
they're like, what's this? So I don't know if you're right. So are your right wingers? Do they say quid too? Like your Boris Johnsons and all them?
Yeah, they would still say quid.
Okay.
It depends on the context. So it depends on how formally they're talking. So if Boris was like doing an interview and they were like, cost of living crisis, and he's like, trying to help people save a few quid. I could see him saying that. But if it was like he was talking on doing the budget, he'd be like, we're trying to save £15 billion. Like, there's no way he'd say, quid in that sort of situation.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know if they tried to co-opt the more commoner term. The more populous term. I mean, because
to be fair, it's kind of like America. It's just books, isn't it? It's exactly the same. Quid's just books. Our version of books, I think. To be fair, pretty much just the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we have our own slang over here. We got a bunch of idiots too. So I don't know. I just. This. I think it's pretty bad when my endurance ride for a week has got to be my ZRL race. That's insane. I think the races are too long.
They have been a bit longer, I must say.
I mean, for their C and Ds, I can't imagine what it's going to be like to do like 4 laps of that last race, the couples climbs. That's insane for a C. And then that most of those guys in C at the top end are not really Cs, because there's no way you can have C fitness and do that. C fitness is someone like me. Maybe an older guy who's got like no punch. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes no sense to me that you got guys that are just going to be able to do 8 segments at 8 to 10 watts per kilo. That's sick.
Those bastards.
Well,
right, I'm going to do anyway, guys. I'm on 1%.
Well, who's still here?
You and Patrick.
Oh, well, Patrick, I got to thank for his sending me my
your Joey Diaz avatar.
Yeah, at least it's not Simon Cowell.
Cool, right. Nice one, guys. Good effort today, everyone. Take it easy. Catch you soon, everyone. Watch, like, comment, and subscribe. Even though there's only 2 of you. Right, cheers all. See you later. Bye, bye, bye.
Thanks, Jake. See ya.
See you, Jake. So, Patrick, what was that race like for Jenny, the qualifiers? Or do we not want to talk about it? What's that?
Yeah, it was absolutely brutal. Like she didn't do too well, and she kind of burnt out in the end.
Was the last race? Was that like an elimination race or something?
Yeah. So
it's kind
it
of
was
a
like a
reverse elimination.
on the bell lap, I think it was, and you sprinted to the banner.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really, a few sprints, but most of the times people attacked quite far, and like even one lap ahead. Like they went two guys, one took the first, and the other one went for the second elimination then. So yeah, but she was totally cooked.
Yeah, because all the English ladies looked like they dominated. They looked like that was their team tactic, which I mean
they're strong ladies really. Jenny's not on their level, so.
Well, I think if you let Jenny into a sprint with most of those girls, I think the only like maybe 2 of them can beat her.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the pace is too high, so she can't really do the sprint. Somehow, it's just you can only like sprint that hard when she does the herd rides, and a bit like me.
Yeah, but she does okay in her ZRL stuff, doesn't she?
Well, yeah. Some of the races. Last one wasn't that good. I kind of messed it up for her. Said that she should go, and it was way too early. She wasn't too happy with that. Yeah, I snuck out from the garage and didn't dare go back.
I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Did she forgive you finally?
Huh? Sorry.
Did she forgive you finally?
Yeah. Well, yeah. She kind of didn't know when to go herself, so it's what it is.
Yeah.
And the other laps didn't go too well either.